Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bexy and I'm going to be showing you how to do HD eyes for your Minecraft skin, as well as showing you what app I use, which is on my desktop, and it's just Fire Alpaca. I think I called it Fire Llama in the video, however, so feel free to make fun of me for calling it that, but in my opinion, alpacas and llamas are pretty much the same thing. Let's find a Minecraft skin to edit. I see a Pinkie Pie skin. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Alright, we're gonna download that. Then we're going to open the... I'm going to do it in Krita. Actually, no, I'm going to do it in Fire Llama. Fire Alpaca. Whatever. Same thing. Same animal. They're not the same. I know they're not the same. Click New. Open. You can click your folder right here. And there's your file. Oop, 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 oop. I forgot that the scroll wheel was inverted. There's your file. Look at that. Now you have your skin texture. And then you click Edit. And you alter the image size. 1024 by 1024. And do nearest neighbor. And I do 1024 by 1024, but you could do it like really high if you really wanted to, just to add more detail. I've seen people do that for skins where they want their character to have some sort of what looks like some sort of infection or galaxy texture, or if they want the eyes to be way more detailed. And we'll keep it on pixel. And there you go. You've got your skin upscaled, and you've got all this to edit. Do you want to select right here the tool, the select tool, which is the box, and you want to select the eye. I always make a new layer, and then I do this. And I always make a new layer just in case I mess up. I can easily undo it without having to press Control Z a few times. Click shape and ellipse. You could definitely use different shapes. You could yeah, you can definitely use different shapes and experiment with that. And that is no wonder it didn't look right. And there's the eye. So the main color is relatively light. I'm just gonna darken that a bit. And then I'm gonna scroll down. I've already passed it. The airbrush right here. And I use the airbrush light. Make sure to turn the shape off. I forget to do that sometimes. And then if you're really wanting to, airbrush a black or a light gray. If you really feel like that's what it looks like and that looks good for your character. I don't really care for that on Pinkie Pie. at least not in the areas that I did put it. I'm gonna do just around the corner, and actually I'm gonna change the color because I feel like that's too dark. There we go. I might have made it too dark. There we go. And to me, that looks good. So now that I've got that done, I need to add highlight. So I use the fill lasso. There's a way to do the ellipse and have it fill in, but I prefer the fill lasso. And there's our eye. Actually, I don't like how that one looks. So let's go back in and try to fix this. There we go. So there is our character's eye. Now that we have that, we can do Control C, Control V. So now we have the two layers. Control T to move it. And you want to move it to the other eye to fit properly. Then you want to flip it. Now some people do like to flip it like this, but sometimes I feel like if you're doing this, it's better to have the shine going the same way sometimes. Do not click and drag the screen. It will rotate what you're doing. It's better to have the shine facing the same way and going the same direction sometimes, and sometimes it looks good in other ways. But we're going to keep it like this, and we're going to click OK. Now that we're done with that, we're going to deselect that. And there's Pinkie Pie with her HD eyes. And I'm just going to merge those down. There we go. Now I'm going to add a new layer. And this isn't just for eyes. You can do whatever you really want to. So what I'm going to do is and that's how I do my HD scans pretty much. And then I just merge everything down, file. This is really important. You do export and then export it as a transparent PNG and have fits the following size and then press OK. And I save these to my skin pack that I have on my computer. And I do HD Pinkie Pie. And then to make sure the textures are right, I don't save it to this. To make sure the textures are right, I go back in here and MC Poser. And then I use Minecraft Skins Top. And I choose the file that I want to upload, Pinkie Pie. And then you can see what it would look like on your character. And as you can see, it's got the proper HD texture, and her hair does hide her little cheek stickers a little bit, but we'll leave it alone. And as you can see, we've got the proper texture now, and that's how I do my HD skins. And then of course, the way to import them for custom Minecraft skins is you want to open, and actually I'm going to exit the game to do this because you can't really export certain things when you're in the game. So here you go, it's right up here in the corner of your screen. It's Open Skin Editor. You're going to open that, and here's your skin, your basic skin. It's the main skin you have when you're using when you're using Modrent. It'll use your current player's skin, and for that I want to load the texture that I want. And actually I can load from here because I already have my texture. There we go. There's my texture. There's my texture for my character. Sometimes when you open the skin settings and you import the texture, if you're doing a 1024 by 1024, you won't be able to see the hats at all. You'll have to scale these textures to 16 to properly see them. Otherwise, they'll be really small and you can't see them. So here is my current skin, and here I can open the animations. And here's how I just set up a pose or a gesture, whatever. I'd select the pose and then I would add animation keyframes. This is editing Vexy here. I forgot to tell you about when you upload your texture via skin settings in the texture folder, the texture box right here. When you click this and you click open new skin, click the open system file chooser. You'll be greeted with all of these skins. Import one, go back and press OK. And here's your skin. You notice that the hats and everything are missing from over here. What you want to do is you want to go to Edit, Tools, and add Second Layer. And then you go, and then that's when you go in and you change everything to 16. Change them to 16 if you're using the 1024 by 1024. And there we go. Now it's proper. And that's how you do that. I forgot to put that in the video. I got distracted. These are, you can add a pivot point for when you're moving a character's limbs around, positioning, rotation, offsets, and size. I recommend if you really want more detail about how to pose your characters and make models for like horns or ears and tails, or you want to do an animation, you go find a video on YouTube. I'll try and find one and I'll link it in the description. But that's how you do that. I'm so sorry I forgot to explain that. Glad I caught it. That's how you do that, and then of course you want to save it as a CPM project, custom player model project, and then of course you also want to export it. I've noticed when I try to export it as a skin, it doesn't seem to want to save when I try to export it, but you would always click export and upload, of course. I usually do it as a model so that when I open the main UI in game, I can just choose from any of the models that I have exported. That's how you do that. I'm not going to save this because this was just to show you. Anyways, guys, that was the tutorial for how I do my eyes and my skins, and how to import it into custom player models, which is a mod that you can get on Modrent. Have a good day and leave a like if you liked the video or if you want more tutorials about how to do more HD things. I'm still learning, as you can tell from the squiggly line straight down the middle of my character, but I'm getting better and I should blend it way better next time. So don't worry. If you want a review of a specific mod pack or you want me to make you a skin, please let me know because I'd like to do that. That would be fun. Um, and I'm going to do a tour of one of the servers I'm on soon. It's gonna be empty, you know, nobody's active, but I'm going to do a tour of that. I think that'll be fun. And also, just so you know, this is Java. If you've watched all this way and thought it was Bedrock, it's not Bedrock. There is a way to get HD skins to an extent on Bedrock, but you can really only go up to 128 by 128. And you can also edit off of Nova if you really want to. But I edited the Pinkie Pie skin. I thought that was super cute, and of course, credits for that skin that I edited will be in the description, as well as the custom player models link for the mod. And I think that's all for now. So have a good day, a good night, whatever it is, and I will see you guys another time.